Okay guys, it's Calvin from the Cartoon Company. I'm pretty excited today. The 47 Ford has arrived for me to complete the wiring on. And I'm too excited to start doing the videos of the wiring in progress, but we'll do a video of what it is looking like today and how it's arrived. So let's have a bit of a look. So here we go. So this is a good example of built, not bought. The man tail lights, and I've got to connect them up. The man has actually run some wires in for me. In here we've got a fuel tank, which has had a custom fuel tank, which has had a Caldina factory type centre unit mounted into it with the high flow pump and the returnless type fuel filter. Well, the fuel filter's got a regulator in it. More tail lights mounted on the 1UZ pistons. This man has run a stock car in the past and managed to blow a couple of engines up. Here's the air suspension system and the airbags, all bracketed up, sensors on it. We'll look at the dash in a minute. Under the bonnet, VVti Lexus. At the moment it's got the airflow meter just plugged in so it changes gear properly, but we will be deleting that, I'm hoping. I do intend to delete that. I've developed a bit of a system to get rid of that with the auto. So this is a 1UZ VVti. This is the one with the red wiring loom. So if you want to see the making of the wiring loom, there's a video on that. And then there's a making of the body loom. So here's the big firewall plugs for the main loom to be connected and disconnected with. I've got to make the fan go, and there's no front loom at all for the lights. Going inside, so I built all this on the bench, and then the customers come and popped it into the vehicle, so I did it all on measurements and photos. So the main loom comes down the firewall, down the tunnel, through the shifter, and that's the proper VVti shifter. That one's actually out of an Altezza, we've grafted it in there. Well, it's the proper design, but it's actually not out of a VVti. It's got the little gear indicator on the side of it, so we've mounted a Storm. It's got the Motec PDM for the fuses and relays set up. That's all programmable. An extra little box that does as for the gear indicator. Over here it's got a CAN lander, so that's going to need to be mounted up. Those aren't quite long enough, so I'll extend them. And then the communication port for the PDM, that's not quite long enough, I'll extend that out. For the airbags, and because this is airbagged, I'm going to need to put ignition to that wire. It's pretty simple. But at the moment it's we'll put it on, we'll just touch it on here. Like so. Hey, we're going the wrong way, we're going down. I want to go up. My button to turn the power on, and it fires into life. So it's actually pretty quiet. So it hasn't actually been tuned yet, it's just on a base set of numbers. We pop the seat down. And it's got the dash. So that's an AIM dash set in there. You'll notice that a lot of the numbers are wrong. It doesn't actually have 600 psi fuel pressure. It's got 600 kPa. So I've got to go through and just calibrate up that and set up that. Configure it all. It's got the wideband coming through. and it's got water temp, and we've got to sort out the fuel gauge. If we actually change a couple of different views as well. So we've got a number of different views that we can put through it. We can configure it however we want. So the customers run the rear wiring for me. We'll have a look. Oh, airbag control, we'll just go a little bit higher. So I want to put it up on the hoist. So my goal is to connect it into the key. At the moment the key's not doing anything, it's just a steering lock. Connect some indicators, some brake lights. Make a loom for the front. So we're going to stack it up on the hoist, take the wheels off and build a loom under the front for the headlights and tail lights. Oh, won't be under the front for the tail lights. And I'll go through the wiring loom on the engine just to check I'm all happy with it, it's secured in the right place. And down to the gearbox. So I'll have a bit of a look underneath, we'll get it up in the air and have a little bit of a look underneath as well. Underneath the truck. Got drive shaft hoops incorporated as part of the chassis. The man spent lots of time on this chassis, I've seen lots of photos of it. Exhaust. I believe he started with some 3UZ headers, which only just fit. We're going to take those sensors out and we're going to blank them up because it's got the can lambda in it. And I'm just going to check that this doesn't touch on the exhaust. So quite small in the pipes. Front sump, so that's the standard sump. He's even managed to fit. You right, dog? Can you please leave? He's just managed to fit a little short filter in on the standard block because there is an aircon pump in there as well, so that's pretty tight. I've got to wire up a fan. There's the fan wiring for me to do. The alternator, I think that actually charges. I've got a feeling the alternator is actually working because I incorporated that into my main lot of wiring, and later on the air conditioning should be connected. Battery cable, and it was heat proof down to there, and he's clamped that through the car just nicely. That's the one that I supplied off the back of the engine. It's kind of looking like it should. I'm pretty happy with that. So I've got some wiring to do. Oh, brakes. Brakes are Mitsubishi, I believe, from what I remember. You'll see also the oil pressure sensor isn't just a light, it runs to the computer and then that goes to the dash like a lot of the other signals. And I'm sure this is Mitsubishi, this side of things, the chassis side of things. Well, it was started as a Mitsubishi. Diff isn't Mitsubishi by the looks. Nope, Diff is not Mitsubishi, that's Ford. So we're into the work for the day. Try and give it some headlights and tail lights, fan and stuff like that. So we'll give you an update once we get a bit further.